Once upon a time there was a deacon. He was a deacon to the farm of Myrká in North Iceland. The story does not relate his name, so I will simply refer to him as the deacon. So he was a deacon there to the farm of Myrká. The deacon had a horse. We actually do know the horse's name. The horse's name was Faxi, and a very good horse Faxi was. We don't know the deacon's name, we know the horse's name. This was a writer who had his priorities straight. and the deacon had a girlfriend, and we know her name. Her name was Guðrún, and she was a maid to another farm, Bægisá, also in North Iceland, but further away. And Guðrún is a very common name in Iceland. It means God rune, or the symbol of God. A little bit of foreshadowing. But the story goes, once upon a time it was drawing near to Christmas, and there was going to be a Christmas dance at Myrká. And the deacon, he wanted to invite his girlfriend to the dance with him. So he sits upon Faxi and he writes, "Whoa there!" So he stops there and comes to Bægisá, meets up with Guðrún and says, "Guðrún, there is this dance that I'd like to attend. Yeah, I'll pick you up on the appointed day, 24th of December. Great." Again. So for most of the journey it's fine, but you know, the weather can be fickle here in Iceland, certainly in autumn, even more so in winter. So when it came to crossing the bridge over the river Hörgá, unbeknownst to the deacon, or to Faxi for that matter, the bridge had been severely weakened. Frost and thaw, obviously, and floods, all this had weakened the bridge. So when they're riding over it, it gave way and collapsed under them, and they fell into it. The next day, the farmer on the farm next to Myrká, he was out and about. He's just gathering the leftovers of the sheep. Hang on, I don't even have any horse. So he sees a horse, goes and recognizes the horse. It's Faxi. Faxi is in a bad state though. He's all scraped and all drenched in mud, and it's only him. The deacon is nowhere to be seen. The farmer had actually seen the deacon ride off towards Bægisá on Faxi, and now it's only the horse. Dear, I fear something terrible has happened. So he goes to search, he searches far and wide for the deacon, and finally he finds the deacon. He finds the corpse of the poor deacon lying there on the riverbed of the river Hörgá, dead and frozen, and not only frozen, but he had also hit his head against the ice of the river so hard in fact that he could see into the very whiteness of the skull. Oh. There was nothing to do then but to gather the other farmers, and they carried the corpse of the deacon over to the graveyard of Myrká, and they buried the deacon there 2 weeks before Christmas. No news of this reached Guðrún. She was none the wiser. It would seem that bad road conditions and bad weather hindered people in reaching her in time. And then it clears up, but it's too late. 24th of December arrives, and she is just happily getting ready, preparing to meet her boyfriend. Oh, that will be him. Signy, she turned to another maid. Will you go get it? Yeah, sure. There was no one there. Very, very clear enough that the whole. Yeah, and Guðrún says, you know, she feels this is very eerie, but she thinks, well, it seems that this game is being played out for me, so I will go now. She's halfway through putting on her coat. She's already wearing like this, and then she just throws all the other one over her like this, other sleeve, and goes to work. She sees a dark-clad man on a horse in the doorway. Recognizes the horse, it's Faxi. The dark-clad man, she recognizes the deacon. She doesn't actually see his face. He has a big hat and is looking down, covering his face, and he doesn't say anything. He just silently beckons her to sit beside him on the horse. And there's definitely, this feels very, eerie. But he doesn't argue, she does as he sits beside him on the horse, and off they ride onto the cold, dark winter night, December winter night of Iceland. It's neither fully dark that night nor fully bright, in fact. There's a full moon, but it's waiting in clouds. The clouds are drifting back and forth, and they ride in total silence too. He doesn't say anything, she doesn't really dare say anything, so they ride on in silence. It happens on the way that Faxi, the horse, he stumbles upon a tuft in the ground, like this. At the very same moment, the cloud moves from the moon, shines down onto the deacon's white skull, his hat lifts, and this is when he finally speaks, and he says, "The moon glides, death rides, see you not the white spot at my nape, Garun, Garun." As I mentioned, no doomed soul can utter the name of God, so he said God. And well, she realizes, God, where is he taking me? What is he going to do with me? But she doesn't say anything. She's silent. So they ride on in silence towards the graveyard of Myrká. They stop there in front of the graveyard. There is indeed a bell tower or bell gate in front of it with a bell and a string. He takes her there off the horse and he points to the garden and says, "Wait for me here, Garun, Garun, while I take Faxi, Faxi to the garden, garden." She looks into the garden and she sees an open grave there. And she realizes, my God, he was going to try to drag me into the grave. I'll be buried alive. So she makes a quick leap for the bell and bell string, but feels him tug at her coat. But he tugs at the loose sleeve. However, so hard that it tears in two, and then he dashes with the torn coat towards the grave. She's over there. She goes for the bell. She rings the bell frantically. Continues, rings the bell, rings the bell, rings the bell, all the while until the farmers arrive and manage to bring her to safety. She barely manages out of sheer terror to tell them what happened, but they tell her, "Don't worry, Guðrún, we'll keep you safe." The last thing she saw of the deacon was him rushing into the grave with the torn coat, and then ash and gravel rising up from the grave. But she was not rid of it. He came back every single night to hunt her. Every single night he would haunt her, and they tried to keep someone with her at night, reading from Holy Scripture, just to try to keep him at bay. But in the end, the hunting got so bad that there was no other option but to seek out a sorcerer from the nearby Skagafjörður district, and finally the sorcerer was able to trick the ghost of the deacon into the grave, and even then he's still running back, but finally the sorcerer curses him and manages to take a big stone and roll it over the grave, and that is where they say that the deacon is lying to this very day. You can in fact visit the farm of Myrká and see that very stone. So that was the end of the deacon.